know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you.
Good evening, and good evening. I literally just left the supermarket and I was headed home. And as I was headed home, something told me to come on and make this video. If you're watching right now, do me a favor and give me a thumbs up, give me some type of notification that there's no delay or anything like that, because I want to make sure that I get this point across. It's not going to be a long video at all. It's just something that popped in my head and I wanted to make sure that I addressed it, because I think it's too many people out there who are kind of getting lost in what the agenda is and who the real enemy is. It's like I talked about before, about people fighting these little battles while we're losing a war. And like I said, once this hit me, I was like, yo, I have to make sure that I most definitely address this so that people can really understand what we're up against, who we're up against, and what we need to do to make sure that we can win the war. Because, I mean, like I said, and I've said this on numerous occasions, the fact that the blueprint has been laid out of what needs to be done, but not enough people are following those blueprints so that the business can be handled. Y'all got to give me, here we go. Y'all got to give me a second, because I want to make sure, and this isn't working. Of course, it's not working because wait a minute. Maybe if I do it like this. Yeah. I'm doing my best to send the link out to a couple people. And just so you know too, if anybody wants to come on video at all, and if you want to say something, and feel free to go ahead and post in the comments, hands down, without a doubt. I would love to get your feedback. Just give me 1 second, everybody, while I do my best to send this message out. There we go. Let's send this message out to a couple people in case they want to get on. Okay, I think I'm good. All right. So here's the thing, y'all. A lot of times when I make my posts, well, not, I mean, all the time, I'm speaking based on what I know, what I believe, and I want people to kind of hear from a different perspective. And I say that because of the way things are force-fed to us. And I think what tends to get lost in it is that a lot of the responses that I get is based on people believing that the 99% actually cares. So what some people will say to that is, yeah, but when we talking about the government and politicians and stuff like that, they not the 99%. What you have to realize is the 99% has those people in their fucking pockets. They're only going to regurgitate what they're being told to regurgitate. The 99% owns the media. They're going to tell you what they want to tell you. So you're being force-fed what they want to tell you. Y'all have to understand that there's people that are like this. They pulling the strings. If they're pulling the strings, Do you think they're going to tell you what you need to hear? Of course not. They're going to tell you what they want you to hear. And no matter what, it's 99%, which is us, versus 1%, which is them. What I really want and hope is that people will stop justifying what they do. Stop doing that shit. Call them on their bullshit equally. Everybody needs to do this. And then maybe, I'm not going to say it's going to happen. Don't get it twisted. But maybe something can possibly happen. Maybe. But the issue is, and the problem is, there's too many of us sticking up for them. There's too many of us justifying the shit that they do. We have to stop doing that. In 2021, we live in a time where we can put out media. We can be our own media. But unfortunately, too many people follow what they're saying and what they're doing to be true. I don't want people to 100 and 1,000% agree with me. Hell no. I want you to think for yourself and ask yourself, is what they're saying right, or is what they're saying what they want me to hear? I'm not going to get into any particular subject because there's no need to. There is no need to. But what I will say, what I definitely will say is this. If every single media outlet is saying the same exact thing and giving you one perspective, and if anybody says anything against that perspective, they're censored, they're blocked, they're called names, their credibility is destroyed, this, that, whatever. You should question that because something's not right. That's what I want people to do. When you start talking about the 99%, I want y'all to really think about this. When you talk about the 99%, they care. Excuse me, I apologize. The 1%. The 1% are focused on money. When you talk about the 99% is everybody else. They aren't the elite. If the 99% focus and work together, then shit can happen. But see, what the 1% does is make sure that the 99% stay separated. That's what people tend to forget. That's what people tend to miss. See, here's the difference. This is what I want people to understand. The 99% are like this. They're all separated. The 1% is like this. Because the 1% know 99% gets like this, they're going to crush the 1%. So the 1%, they do whatever they can to keep the 99% fighting amongst each other. Sports. We definitely want to watch sports. We want to come up with certain things to make people fearful. We want to do things to not have people be in crowds. We want to make sure they're watching TV, looking at what we're telling them, what we want them to hear, so that they won't be focused on the real shit of what's going on behind the scenes. That's the problem. I've always said this. I'm all for local politics. Local politics is where it is. Local politics is where shit can get done. National politics is where political theater is. That's what they put on the show for the people. That's where they say shit on the campaign trail and they don't keep their word. And people, because their emotions are so involved in it. And now, since the person who was in office, they can't be mad at them anymore. They don't want to call out the new administration because they seem so much cooler. They're not saying shit that I can get mad about. That is a problem. That is a major, major problem. Now, like I said, I'm not going to be on long at all. If anybody, and I mean anybody, has anything to say, you in the comments, you can go ahead and say something. I can send you the link. Like if you send me a message right now if you send me a message right now on Facebook, I'm got to open up my phone because I can't look on the computer. If you were to send me a message right on my phone, I will send you the link. And you can come on camera if you like to say what you want to say. Not a problem. Let me just give me 1 second, y'all. If you like, wait a minute, to say what you want. Of course, the phone want to act stupid, and it doesn't want to show me the comment. This is hilarious. Like I can see that there's 2 people. Oh wait. Thanks a lot, Karen. I appreciate it. Okay, I guess that right there. That's the comment. I'm looking like, where's the comment? Because I couldn't see it on my phone, which is cool. But it's coming up on the names are actually coming up on the computer, so that's good. So I don't have to go the other route. If you're on YouTube, feel free to like, subscribe to the channel, because we definitely want to get feedback from everybody. But for any and everybody out there, I'm serious, y'all. Stop fighting battles in that the war is against the 1%. Please, y'all. I'm serious. Because I sit back and I observe this shit. And I'm like, how the hell do they keep doing this? I look at certain. See, the difference with me is I pay attention to the comments that I get on the shit that I post. Unlike other, this is the difference between me on Facebook and other people on Facebook when it comes to them talking about me, or excuse me, coming on my page saying stupid shit. When I see stupid shit on Facebook, I just keep scrolling. I just shake my head like, I can't believe I said that dumb shit. Fuck it. But when people disagree and they're so emotional about my posts, oh, they coming. Oh, they coming. And when they coming, I just sit back and be like, did they really say that dumbass shit? Like, seriously? I'm gonna give y'all a great example of what I mean. I made a post in reference to Joe Biden keeping his word to meet with Ice Cube to have a conversation in reference to the contract with Black America once the election was over. It was about him keeping his word. And I got a bunch of people saying it's more important shit going on. Who is Cube and why does it matter and everything like that, missing the entire point. Because we're talking about someone keeping their word. If you were so emotional about 45 in office and lying and doing this and doing that, why would you be so against the candidate you voted for to keep his word? What y'all have to understand is when you're the president of the United States, you have a bully pulpit. You got the spotlight on your ass. Since the spotlight is there and you have a bully pulpit, I want y'all to factor in what I said in my post. And I want you to think about this. What if Biden would have got elected, and when he mentioned what he was going to do in his first 100 days, he actually said out his face, within the first 100 days, I'm going to make sure that I sit down with Ice Cube to keep my promise so we can have that conversation about the contract with Black America. If he would have said it, now it carries more weight because people are like, oh shit, he going to keep his word. But it's the same man that hasn't done that, talked about $2,000 on the campaign trail, you're getting $1,400. With everything that's going on, in his first 30 days, he made sexuals could play girl sports and women's sports. With everything that's going on, how is that more important than real life shit that's going on? Somebody please tell me. See, for me personally, all I want, and I've said this for the longest, keep everything even across the board. Don't show preferential treatment towards one thing. Nah, even across the board. Everything. If you do that, it makes it easier. Transparency makes it easier. It makes people want to trust you more. Again, motherfuckers misconstrue shit. And then what they do, they justify for massa. Because we're talking about a goddamn government or whatever. Once again, they don't give a fuck about us. They could care less about us, because if they did, certain things wouldn't be happening. It's amazing to me how people justify so much fucking bullshit, especially when we start talking about this administration. You literally justifying the shit that they do, and you do this shit consistently. And all I could do, like I said, y'all, is shake my head like this, because it never stops. I'm not gonna sit here and call the cats that do it house niggas or nothing like that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that, because it's not worth it. Because once again, doing something like that does not help us get to the goal that we want to reach. All I want to do is get people to get out their way of thinking based on what people are telling them. Because y'all do understand that when someone keeps telling you the same lie over and over and over and over and over and over again, it becomes truth, whether it's you, them, or whatever. We live in a country where we have to question everything. You have to question everything. Believe me, if you don't, you're going to be lost in the sauce. You have to be. Look at how they do. Come on, y'all. I've said this before. Everybody, go to Netflix, type in the letter V, then put in V for Vendetta. Watch that movie. I want you to watch the movie and pay attention to the plot of the movie, of what happened. And I want you to compare it to exactly what's going on in the country today. Make the world, but mainly the country. I want you to, and it's certain shit that's said, and you can be like, what the fuck? Damn. That really is going on. Yes. Because y'all have to understand that when it comes to the shit that they do, one of the rules of the way the game works is they have to hide it in plain sight. Go back and watch The Matrix. Listen to certain things that are said. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? Yeah. This shit is real, yo. People ain't crazy because of some of the shit that they say. Come on now. I gotta when cats are talking about getting that damn poison shot in their arm, we're really saying, well, it's 2021. Technology is different, so they can make it faster than what they did in the past. No. For anybody who's heavily into the Bible, who's totally against the mark of the beast, the shit they shooting in you is the mark of the beast. Look it up. That's why I just be like, oh my God, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. It's people who I genuinely care about, people who I love. And I know that they got that poison shot. Now I have to prepare it in my mind to be getting a phone call that I don't want to get about them. And believe me, I'm ready. It's going to hurt like hell, because you can't be some shit like that. And it's going to hurt because you knew what the truth is, but they didn't want to believe it because they want to trust the government who don't give a fuck about them at all. And once again, when I mention 99% versus 1%, us versus them, pharmaceutical companies are the fucking 1%. Why would you trust them in any way? Look at their history. Their history has shown you they poison people. They've been doing it forever. Literally forever. They get sued all the time for the shit that they do. But in this instance, y'all have to understand, I'm going to say this, I'm going to end the video. It is a law. It is a law. If you have any adverse effects and or if you die from getting that shot in your arm, you cannot sue the pharmaceutical companies. So I want y'all to ask yourself this question. How is that possible? It's possible because the pharmaceutical companies are in bed with the government, and the government made sure that the pharmaceutical companies could cover their ass from being sued. That if they're in cahoots together, why would you trust them? Please, someone tell me, why would you trust them? If you know that to be true, you don't believe me, go look for yourself. You're going to say, oh shit. So what if you are the sole breadwinner in your house? Sole breadwinner. And you end up dying. You end up dying. Your family. Because you're scared for something that they put fear into you for. Stop that, yo. Stop it. I challenge everybody. Turn off the TV. If you're going to watch TV, don't watch the news. Please don't watch the news. Okay. No, my fault. I'm going to end with this right here. I'm done after this. I read something. I think it was today. Biden's administration is pretty much sweating Facebook, Twitter, and whatever platforms against people who are against getting the poison shot, saying they're spreading misinformation and they need to clamp down. I'm going to say this again. Why would you want to do something like that just because people are going against what you're consistently putting out? If I'm not mistaken, when you have a debate, there are two sides, right? Why are they so focused on only pushing one side? That's a problem. That's a major, major problem, because it takes away from people being able to independently think. They want you to only think based on what they're saying. I just got an invitation to a wedding 2 days before my birthday. 2 days before my birthday in November. Literally 2 days. And the fucking wedding is a destination. The person who sent me the invite, I love him with all my heart. I consider him to be a brother. And once I saw where the wedding was going to be, I immediately said to myself, damn, I ain't going to be able to go. You know why I'm not going to go? Because you have to take a damn test to come back to the United States. I'm not doing that shit. Fuck out of here. Who the fuck you think you are telling me I got to take a test to come back where I live? No. Nah. I ain't taking no motherfucking test. And I'm not getting no poison shot. Fuck you. I don't even get flu shots. No. Hell no. Nah. You know what you do when you get sick? You take care of yourself. You stay your ass in the house. You get some rest. You put natural antibiotics in your body. You load up on vitamin C. Fuck with some ginger. Fuck with some turmeric. Fuck with some garlic. Eat some soup. Really get some rest. I'm gonna give y'all something that I do, and I've been doing this for years. If you didn't know this, garlic is a natural antibiotic. It's a natural antibiotic. Whenever I get sick, I get a clove of garlic or whatever. You know how you can break it up, whatever. Put some orange juice in my mouth. Drop the garlic in my mouth. Chew it to dull the taste because the shit nasty as hell. And then I swallow it. Then I go to sleep. Because once again, garlic is a natural antibiotic. When you sleep, your body fights off infection. So I do it right before I go to sleep so that the garlic can fight the infection. My body can fight the infection. They double team in the infection. That's part of the reason why when I get sick, I usually get sick and it lasts for like 3 days max. I'm rarely sick for longer than that. Rarely. And I don't remember the last time I was sick. I don't. I'm dead serious. Do I get sick? Of course, I'm human. But I'm saying all this to say, you don't need to put something artificial in your body to fight something that your body can fight naturally. You don't. You don't. You just may have to do something excessive to fight it harder. And disease cannot live in an oxygen-rich body. It is impossible. It's literally impossible. Keep that in mind. So I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to end the video because I see that nobody's commenting except for Karen. I don't think she wants to come on. Karen, if you want to come on and say something, feel free. Just let me know, and I can send you the link. Like I said, if you want to, in the comments, just let me know if you do. You're more than welcome to go ahead and come and speak your piece if you like. If not, I'm getting ready to lay down, get my little notepad, and write out everything that I need to do for the week, because I'm about to start setting my goals weekly, and the shit is going to get done and mark everything. Okay. All right. Everybody that ends up watching this video, I appreciate it. If you watched it live, do me a favor, put an L in the comments. If you watched the recording, put R. And lastly, make sure you check out the Unplugged Free Your Mind podcast every Monday, 7 p.m. On Facebook and on YouTube. Go to YouTube right now. Type in Unplugged Free Your Mind. Hit like, hit subscribe, check out the podcast. Tomorrow's show, we will have a tax expert on so you can get your questions answered. It's tax time to make sure you're good. So get your notes ready and make sure that you check it out, because we want to make sure that we're getting the right information out to you.
I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you.